Periscope, Eddie Maisonet, Terrence McClaney, Bonta Hill, Logan Murdoch. We get 5 seconds to countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another primetime edition of the Versus Podcast. This Wednesday, June 17, 2015. Bay Area, you have a world champion. Can we clap it up? Clap it up for the world champions. Yeah. I mean, y'all don't sound that excited. I mean, we got 3 Bay Area residents in the room. Like, I feel like y'all be turning up, popping bottles. You know,
we got a
Sac Kings fan in
from
here.
Oakland.
Oakland, Laker fan. You know what? Let's just get these introductions out the way real quick, because I want y'all to be happy real quick. First off, hold on, before we even do that, shout out to Periscope. Follow us on Periscope. You can see the links at Ed the Sports Fan, at Bonta Hill, at Logan_Murdoch. I'm gonna make Terrence McClaney a fake Twitter handle, and I'm just gonna tweet on his behalf all the chicanery and tomfoolery that he says to me in text messages and things like that. So it'll be real great. Starting to my right, Bonta Hill. How you doing, my brother? World champion. Man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good?
Feeling good.
You look like you've been hitting that sauce, man. You all right?
I hit the sauce a little bit tough last night.
So damn proud of you. Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad you're proud of me about something.
I do what I can. You know you're wearing that Niners hat.
It.
Anyway, we have a different person in the studio tonight. Shout out to man to my left, the senator of the Bay, the mayor, man dressed in a 7-piece suit coming to the studio. I appreciate it. 7-piece suit. Shout out to Terrence McClaney, T-Mac. Talk to the people. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm actually doing amazingly well. Warriors won a championship last night. Never thought I'd see it. We saw it.
Sounds like he's been on the sauce.
Yeah. Have you been sipping that lean?
I haven't. This is just my cool voice.
Oh, your cool voice.
Cool. We're being cool now.
What y'all don't understand is, of course, like on KMEL, the late night hour, T-Mac, you can find him from 12. The midnight hour, you can find him. Logan Murdoch on the other side of the Periscope. Flip the camera to him. Logan Murdoch, how you doing this evening, my brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Fresh off a 7-hour drive from Los Angeles.
Yeah, with them tight sweats on, bro.
show the Periscope folks. Please show wearing.
Yo, man, no shame in my game, dog. No shame.
Lycra pants.
Makes you more aerodynamic.
Logan Murdoch is the intern here at the Versus Podcast, and he has on these joggers that are like cropped.
Is that what you call them? As joggers?
Are they called joggers?
You're not running.
I've seen him wear jeans that might have been tighter.
We can see everything in your pockets, bro. I see too much in your jeans, bro.
You just can't look down, like waist down. You can't look waist down.
It's real odd, man. I don't really know.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. So let's do this real quick. Let's get some of this out of the way. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Subscribe to us on Stitcher Radio for Android users. Shout out to Lou's Sandwiches. Shout out to Sports Basement. Shout out to By the Bottle TV, and shout out to the Sports Fan Journal for your continued support of the podcast. With that being said, fellas, we hitting that parade Friday? What we doing? I got my flask ready. I might even put on a Warriors hat. The only Warriors hat I have. I'm turning up 10 a.m. Friday.
You're turning up.
I'm turning up.
You're
10
gonna
a.m.
turn up.
I'm gonna put some whiskey in my coffee, bro.
You've never been part of the parade, huh?
I have never. Yes, I have.
I mean, no, excuse me. The Sooners,
that was a bit of a shade.
Sooners.
2001 college football national champions, Oklahoma Sooners. That was 15 years ago.
I know.
So it's been a while.
And so we're not going to count the parade you thought you were going to go to in 05 when USC put the whipping on you guys. Okay, my bad.
Quick announcement.
Wow.
We will be looking for a new intern on the Versus Podcast because the disrespect will not be tolerated. But Terrence McClaney.
I can't say I've never been to a parade before.
Look at you. You didn't ever go to? Were you old enough to have been thinking about maybe going to the A's parade in '89?
I was old enough, but
this didn't happen.
Just didn't get out there.
Didn't happen.
Didn't
feel right with the earthquake, right? I mean, it felt like there was an asterisk on that series.
No, not at all. It felt like we won. The ballpark is a ballpark.
The layoff, 9 days off. Let you guys set your rotation.
Y'all are full of disrespect today. I don't really know what's going on. Y'all win a championship and y'all just don't know how to act right. You ain't got no home training.
No home training.
No home training.
None. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but mine's is pretty limited. Okay. It's not because of my mama; she did a great job. But
Hi, Becky. Tell Becky we said hello for sure.
If my mom is listening, yes, I've absolutely had some home training. If she's not, then the answer is no.
Okay, fair enough. So let's do this. And again, You can follow us on Periscope. Shout out to Periscope. How many people do we have listening right now on the
We got
Periscope,
like 8.
Bonta?
I seen like 8.
8?
Shout out to Jew Change, Sheila, who's like our new Twitter friend.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey,
She covers
Sheila.
like all the summer league stuff.
Logan, what you got?
The official number we have is 5 at this present. We were at a high of about 7 or 8 about 2 seconds ago, and then Terrence started talking. And
Okay.
it kinda just went
So
on
we're gonna
right there.
blame Terrence?
I actually thought it was when you showed everyone the job pants.
Yeah, don't show them the jogging pants.
Actually, we had actually 3 more viewers when that happened. So.
Okay, fair enough. So now all of our mamas and one random person named Sheila are listening to the Versus podcast. So let's do this, man. So Tuesday night, Game 6. Steph Curry is doing Steph Curry things. LeBron is doing LeBron things in the first half. We got an interesting game on our hands. And then we started to see Cleveland wilt. They look like they've been going through hell, fire and brimstone through 6 games. The onslaught of the Warriors started taking over the game, and you could kind of tell that this was about to reach its conclusion. I'll ask Bonta Hill first. What were you thinking in those final minutes before the championship was clinched?
Well, actually, I thought the title was won in the first quarter.
Okay.
I actually
talk on it.
tweeted out and was like, I'm just going to light my cigar up now
Wow.
because of the pace of the game.
So cocky.
Confident.
And I never do that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not one of those dudes. I'm usually stressed out, but I wasn't stressed. I was just waiting for the celebration.
Okay.
That's all I was doing. I was waiting for him to pull out the podium, for the champagne to be poured, and just to hear 2000 NBA champion Golden State Warriors. That's all I was anxious for, like, because you could just kind of tell that Cleveland's just out of gas. They did what they could. I mean, just the fact that they took this series of 6 games, well, LeBron James took this series of 6 games, was an amazing feat in itself, considering how shorthanded they were. But, in those final moments, it was just like, wow, this is really happening. Like, for me, it felt like the Giants in 2010 almost, because I never thought the Giants was going to pull through. The Giants were close. They would always choke. But yeah, that I felt.
I mean, of course, you're the one that in 40 years, you're like in the first quarter, like, yeah, I'm going to be the one to be like, yeah, I'm going to light up the victory cigar. That's what I'm doing.
It helped with Beverly Gooden.
Oh,
She
okay.
DM'd me on Twitter. Sorry, Beverly, I got to do this. But middle of the first quarter, Beverly texted me because we all know we had that bet.
Yep.
And she
Hold on, let me shout her out on the.
shut her out.
Go on.
She DM'd me and said, "Hey Bonta, what's your address so I can ship this hat to you?" LOL. And I was just like, wow. I didn't respond because I thought that was like some reverse type of jinx or some juju there that she was trying to get back on her side. So I didn't bite. But then I went ahead and tweeted out like, hey, get the cigars ready. I'm about to light it up. This one is done.
You just calling all your shots right now, getting them all in. But to be fair, and Terrence, you can speak on this. Unfortunately, you're not the only one that's cashing in on a bet because of the NBA Finals.
Yes, I too will be receiving something in the near future in the way of a alcoholic beverage.
I owe you a bottle. You just come out and say it. I owe you a bottle.
Yes.
I owe you a nice bottle of Russell's Reserve bourbon, 10-year.
10-year.
Shout out to the Wild Turkey, big fans of what we do at the Sports Fan Journal. Maybe they'll send me one on the house, but if not, I'll have to go spend
That's
my
not the one I want. I want you to spend your heart on.
Okay, I got to spend my hard-earned money on a bottle of bourbon, and also $5.
And $5.
And a $5 bet. We made a gentlemanly $5 bet. And the reason is because I thought that there would be no chance in heck that LeBron James would not win the NBA Finals MVP, and somehow, some way, Andre Iguodala received the most votes and was named Finals MVP, while Steph Curry received 0 votes.
0 votes.
Terrence McClaney, I know you were ecstatic because the bet was, I think the bet was LeBron versus the field.
It was LeBron versus the field. I in hindsight, feel like it was a little slanted in my favor, but you were so confident that I felt like I had to take advantage
I was confident.
of you.
You've been losing a lot of bets.
Yeah.
This
I
year.
need you to relax over there.
Yeah. Whiskey. Right. He is a whiskey giver.
Yes.
So, so it was a bit slanted, but I will take that bottle. I'm surprised Steph didn't receive any votes. It was shocking. I kind of felt as if Andre Iguodala had a chance to win based on the emotion of him being inserted into the starting lineup, guarding LeBron, winning games, turning around the series, and all of the hyperbole around him playing and starting.
And let's be clear again, like Andre Iguodala won the Finals MVP. If LeBron wasn't going to win it, I'm glad that he won it. I think it's a little hilarious that the person who's won the Finals MVP the last 2 years has been the guy guarding LeBron James,
Right.
while LeBron James is over here having like some of the greatest Finals performances of all time. LeBron's team didn't win, and they put the MVP to the winning team, and somehow the guy that averaged 30, the guy that defended the guy that went for 36, 13, and 9 is the guy that won the MVP. It's a little funny, but it's pretty cool still for Andre. Because look, I feel like whenever James Jones was guarding Andre Iguodala had the green light. He's like, I'm trying to dunk on you. I'm shooting these threes.
James Jones on anybody.
James Jones on anybody. It was like, we have the proverbial green light. Yeah.
I like the dude. He was a great interview after the game, but his poor dude can't dribble, can't guard anybody.
I mean, James
can't
Jones,
shoot, though.
he can't shoot, but like, he has no business being the seventh guy on the second guy off the bench. I mean,
well, he was signed because LeBron wanted him, right?
Yes,
okay.
And he was signed to be like the 11th or 12th guy, and due to that roster being ravished and trades and things. No, don't do that. I mean, we can go down this path if you want to. I'm not trying to do that.
Okay.
I know.
All right. It just sounded like
look, Terrence definitely feels slighted, and you know what? We can talk about this. Bay Area, Periscope, Warriors fans all across the globe. I know you guys are already feeling some type of way because there are a lot of people saying things like asterisk, lucky, don't deserve it. I hear you. Like I as someone who is the official Bonta, I am the official heel of the podcast. Is that correct?
There's
I'm
no
the
doubt
bad guy.
about that.
I am the one that would be the one to say that this is an indictment on the Warriors, but I'm not going to do that. The Warriors proved themselves to be the best team in the regular season. Statistically, this is one of the greatest teams in NBA history. Bonta Hill, let it be known early. They have the third most wins in NBA history, right? I think there are some people, and Terrence, if you want to choke me out and cuss me out, Bay Area folks, if you want to fight me, it's cool. But I'll say the following. I think there are a certain segment of people that don't feel like the Warriors got properly challenged, which is not their fault. They have no control over who they play. There is something to be said about the injuries that were sustained by every team that they face. Again, nothing that they can control, right? And to be fair, like I think even the quality of the finals, where you basically saw pretty much almost everybody on that Warriors roster outside of Curry and Iguodala vastly underperform, made for a finals that was kind of quality. From a quality standpoint, it was less than what we wanted.
But it was still the most highly rated finals since the MJ era.
Yep.
So that means that the world wanted to at least see it. And if we're talking about quality of opponents, need we speak on the Eastern Conference and the road to get to the finals?
Exactly. Yeah. So I would say, I would actually go a step further, and I was thinking about this on my ride across the Bay Bridge. I actually think that this playoffs, while it felt like an NCAA tournament, where like there were some interesting moments, there was some pluckiness from some of the underdogs, but I didn't really feel like the quality of play in the playoffs was as high as we wanted to. Like, there's no reason. Like, we saw Atlanta get swept by a really, what we now know as a really bad roster flanking LeBron, right? We saw the team like the San Antonio Spurs get downed in the first round, right? We saw a Clippers team that we thought, hey, this is the Warriors' rival. No one knows the Warriors better than the Clippers. And they couldn't muster enough to get past a Houston team that I still don't think is all that good when it came to how they could properly play against Golden State. Now, look, matchups make the playoffs, and that's what happens. And you can't fault Houston and Memphis for taking care of business against whoever they play. And the Eastern Conference is hot garbage. So, like, Golden State did everything they were supposed to do, and a lot of other teams did not take care of what they were supposed to do. And that's part on God, and that's part on lack of skill, lack of management, lack of resource, whatever you want to call it.
You know what's funny, though?
What's
is
up?
That, as my boy G Change just pointed out, and I thought about this yesterday, Golden State didn't put together a solid 4 quarters all playoff.
They didn't.
And that's the scary part. Like, yesterday, I think they played well for 2 quarters, and they held on in the 4th quarter. game number 5, they really didn't play well in the first quarter. The third quarter was kind of and then they put it together in the last 8 minutes of the game. Like, they didn't put together a full game in these whole playoffs. Now, to your point about the quality of play, I think maybe we were spoiled from the 2 previous seasons in the postseason. As we know, last year in 2014, it was possibly the greatest first round ever. And, the Spurs obviously mollywopped the Heat in the finals, but it was still compelling to see that. Like, oh, my God, the Big Three is getting blown out. This year, yeah, you're right. There were some, the Clippers-Rockets series, for example, the Hackett-Jordan and Hackett-Dwight series, where it felt like the games went on for 4 hours.
Right. They did go on for 4 hours.
Yeah, the Hawks were they were depleted in that Eastern Conference final. Carroll gets hurt in the first game. Corver gets hurt. Horford's not 100%. So, yes, and then, in the Chicago-Cleveland series, which I thought was a very good, bad series, injuries kind of messed that up. So, you were right, the Warriors, there was some luck there. But let's be real, they were better than all those teams that, quote-unquote, they were able to avoid.
Yes.
There was no way the Clippers were going to beat them in the 7
series. And so that's kind of the point, right? Is like this is not an indictment. None of this is an indictment of Golden State. But I think one of the things that Bonta mentioned before we started the show, and it's one of the things that's going to – look, we're already in the business of talking about 2016. Yeah. And look, I'm going to tell you something right now. The Versus Podcast, you about to be best friends with us because the sports programming calendar for the summer is about to be mighty dry. There's no Olympics. You got the Women's World Cup, which is only going to last for about 2-3 more weeks, right? Summer training camp for football don't start till late July,
August.
Going into August.
And Niner fans ain't excited about that.
And Niners fans, I mean, what? I think they...
Nor should you be.
Yeah, Raiders fan talking.
Look, I know,
there
this
it
is bad.
And I don't even blame them because right now I think, the Niners got like 12 players on the roster?
Yeah. I mean, they sit the waiver to me to try out.
They retire.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
You're just throwing all the shots. Okay. But my point is...
Tough.
We're already going to be talking about the 2016 season. And I think if I'm a fan... I'll put myself in the mix. I'll go heel. As an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, I think Oklahoma City's licking their chops because I think they feel like they have a shot as good of a shot as anybody to go in there and challenge Golden State for the throne in the Western Conference. And I think there are teams like Miami that's going to come back with a roster, and they've got a healthy roster, and they've got money to spend depending on what they do with Wade. I think you look at Chicago. Cleveland definitely is going to feel motivated, right? There are teams that are going to look at this, and who knows where Aldridge goes, who knows where Gasol goes, who knows where DeAndre Jordan goes, who knows where Draymond Green goes.
Stop
it.
Stop. Right.
Why do I got to stop?
Stop.
Why do I got to stop? Why do I got to stop?
Stop.
Why do I got to
stop?
stop?
Anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
The Warriors will pay the luxury tax. He's not going anywhere. He's not leaving this situation.
Tell the people.
He's restricted. Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Okay.
And don't listen to
y'all
Ed
know
with that
Lacob
one.
and Gruber yourself? Do you got him on speed dial? I'm just asking questions. Again, this is not me being negative. This is me being objective. I'm trying to be thoughtful about this conversation. So are you saying it's a guaranteed? Okay.
You said that.
We know David Lee is not going to be here. His agent came out and said the organization is going to try to facilitate a trade. Now, you think that there isn't a possibility that Harrison Barnes doesn't possibly get packaged in a deal to send David Lee up on out of here? Because, I mean, who's taking $15 million for David Lee by itself?
Expiring contract. Somebody's going to do it. There's always a sucker in the NBA.
I mean, there are suckers.
I saw Beanjins get put in the package.
I mean, so the real thing is, do you want to lose David Lee for nothing?
That was the move that facilitated the championship.
Oh yeah. Right. Shout out to Beans. For real.
You should get a ring, huh?
Right. So I mean, but we're banking on fools facilitating other. Is that what you're about to bank on? Is it someone being foolish?
There will be.
Or are you just gonna,
I'm not. I'm going to bank it on that, and it's going to be attractive. Like, look, we could get David Lee. He's serviceable. He's not necessarily a bum. He's going to go out there and play hard. He's good in the community. Mm-hmm. Teams think about all that stuff. Former All-Star, like Terrence said.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to take him on, and if it doesn't pan out, he could be a trade option at the deadline. So I think the Warriors will tweak it, but I think the core will remain Draymond, Barnes, Curry, and Clay. And they'll have some wiggle room. Like, a veteran's going to see this roster and be like, you know what? I could go play for a championship. I might be able to go steal a ring over there out there in Golden Bay. Good fan support, great location, Owners want to win. Coaches want to win.
Logan, what you got?
The style. Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to point out, Eddie, that you're getting a lot of slander on the Periscope.
Yeah.
Jordan, our friend Jordan Ramirez from Warriors Word said you're going to be sick when Russ and KD leave.
Yeah.
That will
OKC.
be true. We don't want to go there though right now.
We can. I'm not trying. Again, shout out to Jordan. Shout out to. I will come. You know what? I was making jokes, but I will.
Maybe David Lee can play for you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
They
David
look good
Lee
in
will be
Thunder
the new
jersey.
MVP of the Oakland City Thunder.
He's from St. Louis too, which is right down the road.
No,
right?
it's not down
right
the
up the
road.
road.
6 hours away. It's not down the road. Okay. See,
It's a long road.
it's a long road. Yeah. It's like
going
LA.
to
Yeah. It's like going to LA.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. It's not bad.
Listen, I'm just being thoughtful about this situation. If you guys want to take it as me being critical, then fine. I can't help it if you're going to be sensitive about this situation. What I will say is that Draymond's going to be a topic of discussion until he's signed, period. That's it. I mean, if somebody makes an offer, I just saw Detroit said that they don't think they're going to be able to get into it because they don't think they're going to be willing to give a max deal. I'm telling you right now, the Warriors are in the best position ever because they can let the market set itself. And I said in the last podcast, I just don't think Draymond's going to command a max deal, personally. I mean, I saw DeMarre Carroll was talking about he's getting offered $12 million a year. So what does Draymond go for? He's going for 15? He's going for 17?
He just dropped a triple-double in Game 6.
I mean, he did.
He just dropped a triple-double.
So should he get paid as much as LeBron? Should he get a max deal?
No, he's not. He's gonna get a nice, favorable deal. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
And you know what? With this team, the way he fits that team, it's perfect. They're fine. He could play. He could guard power forwards. He could guard centers. He could run a break.
To be clear, this is not about judging the value of Draymond. I think we all look. In many respects, Draymond is what Pippen and Ori and guys like that were jack of all trades that can do multiple jobs. He is this generation's player for that, and he is the type of player that's almost irreplaceable. So to think that he's not going to get paid that money, he's going to get paid. Is he going to get a max deal? I don't know. And it's good to hear that the Warriors ownership is already really committed to matching that. The whole point of this discussion was really that I think there are a lot of people that will have motivation next season, and they have. I think they'll have a valid belief that they have what it takes to supersede Golden State, and I think Golden State will have the motivation based on the conversations that are already bubbling up. That people are gonna throw. They're gonna throw rocks at at Golden State's house. It ain't made out of glass this year. It's made out of championship gold. They're going to test it, though.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to test it. Because they're going to say they didn't have to face OKC. They're going to say that they didn't have to face Golden State, San Antonio, and the Clippers. All those injuries. Again, these are fair things to say, but it really doesn't matter because the Golden State Warriors are world champs, and we got to salute them.
Yeah, I love what Curry did with Skip Bayless. Saying,
Great tweet.
They didn't, they'll need to verify this championship next year. And what Curry said? I love you too, Skip.
I love you too, Skip.
That's going to be that first day in training camp. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Bay Area Light Skin Coalition. Curry's probably the president now, huh? Have we made him CEO?
Was the president earlier.
Okay.
What did Terrence say? What did he say? He's the first family? The new first family of the Bay?
Yeah, the Currys are the first.
The Currys are the first family of the Bay?
The motivation's already there. Like a guy like Draymond, they're going to see all this stuff. I'm like, okay, let's go out there and prove that the 67-win season wasn't a fluke. Or should I say 83-win season, which is the third best of all time.
Yeah.
I think you talk about Draymond's value, talking about on the court. I think the Warriors are privy to what he provides off the court in terms of leadership, and I think that's what makes him invaluable to the team. So they're gonna pay him. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I will say this, fellas, the parade is gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
We're gonna look, man. Y'all, look. If you listening on Periscope right now, if you know where Fairyland is, meet me at Fairyland at 10. Meet me at Fairyland at 10. I'll have my coffee with whiskey in it.
We should probably go to breakfast beforehand.
You want to hit the Buttercup?
Well, let's not announce where we're going.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If you want to go, then hit up Eddie.
Okay.
And then
we're gonna make it a family affair.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have the official pre-breakfast party shenanigans.
Not Buttercup because I don't think they have alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Logan Murdoch, what's happening? Speak up.
I just want to say that anybody that recognizes Eddie, he told me before the show that all the first drink is on Eddie, wherever the venue is.
First round's on Eddie.
First round's on Eddie.
Wow.
No. That's
The
not
kid from Oklahoma.
That's not happening.
Drinks and bottles.
Providing Southern hospitality.
You'll get all the water bottles you want. Yes, absolutely. But you know what? I take that back. If you are watching on Periscope right now,
It's 5 people.
and all 5 of you, I don't even know how many of it is. Actually, we actually get about a couple of hundred listens, at the end.
Okay.
Some people are going in and out live, but
Right.
we really want to appreciate
I don't
the
blame them
Periscope
for that
support,
either.
man. Yeah, that's all good.
Try not to show up in sweatpants.
Yeah, don't show up in sweatpants.
Right.
If you wear joggers, let's say tentatively 8 o'clock, 8:30. Terrence, Bonta, what are we thinking?
Well, I might be working
Well,
during
nobody
the
cares about
parade.
that. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Terrence and
Well,
I-
I'm saying working in
everybody.
the parade. I
Working
might
the
be
parade.
like
Okay.
on the
Oh,
truck
big time.
with
Big
people.
time. Oh, yeah,
like-
Bonta Hill.
I mean, not big time, but
No,
I
you
might
said
be
you
doing
were gonna be on
somewhere.
the floor.
That's what it
I
sounded
might
like.
be,
You
I
said
might
you were-
be on one of the KMBR
You
floats.
just
I
said
might
big
be.
time.
I might be. I got to get the day off. I got to get
You
it
are gonna
approved
find
from
a
my
place
boss.
to stand and watch the parade.
And you're gonna be in the parade.
And Bonte's gonna be.
Can we get in the parade with you? Can
It
we
just
get on the
sometimes
floor?
works out like that. I
Can we
don't
get
know
on the floor
why.
with you?
Maybe.
Versus podcast. get
Can
on
you
the floor?
wave to us from?
I'll definitely wave to you guys. If I see you, just scream my name and I'll just
I'm not
wave
screaming
and act
your
like
name,
that's
bro,
you
man.
guys.
No screaming.
You're not gonna scream,
man.
Bonta?
I might throw something at you. Logan, what's up?
I just want to give a special shout out to the front office. He's been
Yeah, shout out to the front office.
he's been on Periscope. He's been showing love the
He's
whole
showing love.
whole
Is he here in the
episode.
Bay, Logan? I mean, Bonta?
The front office is here in the Bay.
Shout
He's
out.
definitely here in the Bay. He's one of the guys I talked to after the Warriors clinch. He actually called me twice.
So we're gonna
So-
have breakfast. If you follow me, you gotta If you want to come have breakfast with us on Friday, you need to follow me at Ed the Sports Fan. You shoot me a DM with your contact information, and we will get breakfast at a place to be determined. Not Buttercup because they don't serve alcohol, and we will make this happen. So.
Is this a way for you to get more followers?
Probably.
I mean, if you're on, yes.
I mean,
why
why
not?
not?
I mean,
Why
most of
not?
the people that are listening on Periscope, go ahead.
How about this? What if they follow me, you, and Bonta? They got to give
I was the one talking. So
I'm just,
I mean,
you know,
now
I just
they
wanna- I
got to
just wanna-
follow all of y'all. Then
I'm
that's
not
cool.
paying for their breakfast. Sorry, Periscope.
Yeah, I'm saying
I'm
I
going on a budget.
will buy the first drink of whoever decides to show up. That's a guest, not people in the studio. And I'm only getting a table for 7 or 8 people, so I'm not necessarily trying to get a table for 20 or 30. But if you do show up, I will buy the first drink at 8:30 in the morning, guaranteed. Now, if you want to add your tweet to that and then share the cost of the bill, then Logan and Bonta and Terrence, Terrence doesn't have a Twitter, but if you want to endorse my purchase of free beverages, alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages,
Nah,
you
you
can
on
feel
your
free to
own
do so
on
at
this
that time. No?
It's just you.
Okay.
I'll be there.
All right.
I'm not buying.
It's been announced. Twitter, Periscope, come holler at us in Oakland. It's going down.
Should be fun.
Yeah,
This
super
will be
fun.
fun Friday.
Logan, what's up?
I mean, I didn't really have nothing.
You didn't have anything to
I
say.
didn't
That's why
really
you're the
raise your
intern.
hand
Oh my
and-
God!
Sack
Again,
King fan, man.
we're
Like-
looking for new interns. Must wear regular clothes like
Regular
jeans,
clothes.
hoop shorts,
Non-age
sweats.
hats.
Yeah. Okay. Now Logan.
I think that, and I forgot it. Oh, Terrence, that's his name right there. I think they're both really upset right now because it's kind of chilly out here in Frisco, and both of them have all their hair on their heads. A little LeBron kind of going on right now,
my
and they're
God.
kind of
Did
getting
he
a little
really just do
cold.
this? Applications, send them to bonte.hill@gmail.com if you want an intern on the Versus
This is what you guys
podcast.
get for hiring a 10-year-old, man.
Yeah.
Like he's
This is cold blooded. Eddie's not taking off that hat.
right.
Well, I mean,
That's cold. Don't you want to blip you mine? Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
all
You're
right,
good. You're
thank you.
good.
Shady. That's the shady.
It's disrespectful.
Man.
It's disrespectful.
For a guy who wasn't born until 1995.
Right. And who opted to come out of the house with those, or should I say, come out of the closet with those pants on?
by the way, Darius Soriano, Foreign Blue and Gold, one of the greatest screeners, dirty screeners in Saturday morning.
Dellavedova,
Yeah,
Darius
the
Dellavedova.
Filipino Dellavedova. The Filipino Dellavedova, Darius Soriano is now retweeting the fact that I'm buying drinks for whoever wants to hang out with us in Oakland. Shout out to Foreign Blue and Gold, by far the best Lakers writer that I know. Does great work over there. But if you play basketball with him, he's gonna hit you with the dirty screen, the low bridge.
The low
He
bridge.
might hit you with the low bridge. But he's good. I hope that ankle's healing up real well.
Make sure you have benefits before you play against him. Make sure
Yeah, you
you
need
got your
benefits.
Kaiser plan set up.
Kaiser,
And, you might be needing your
Blue Cross
doctor.
Blue Shield.
Right.
Yeah. Obamacare, all that. Logan Murdoch, what's up?
While we're on the subject of basketball, I just want to give a shout out to Terrence for always giving us a venue to, hoop.
You're welcome. Given what the comment you just made, you're no longer invited.
Yeah, you're no longer
welcome
invited.
for past invitation.
We still have the Snapchat. Ladies and gentlemen,
the air ball?
if you have not seen the Logan Murdoch legendary air ball, then try to play it off with dapping up the cameraman immediately after the air ball, maybe I'll republish it on Twitter. Because that was by far one of the most epic things I've ever seen in Snapchat history.
You should. After the shade, he just threw
Yeah, he thought all the shade,
You
bro.
should definitely do that.
Yeah. I think, is there an age requirement for you to even be in the studio at this time of night?
You can have a drink on Friday.
You cannot. You can have orange juice, apple juice.
He doesn't like that anyway, because at the bar at Parliament, it's like, Logan, what you need? Just give me a Sprite. Like, what? So I made sure to tell the bartender, like, the Sprite's not for me.
Right.
It's not for me. And then, of course, Logan wanted to take his shoes off and get into the socks. Yeah. Like, he really did that. The
Yeah,
Vans
he took his
came
shoes off when the Vans came on.
Right?
He was showing the world, I have Vans on. Never buying you a drink ever again in life. Never inviting you anywhere. You are despicable. I don't know what to do with you.
I thought he was wearing heels or something. Maybe he just took off the heels.
Swaggy T, Logan Murdoch. I don't understand. So anyway, one last time, I know there's people still listening, clicking on it on Twitter and everything. Hit me up. If you want to have drinks with us for breakfast on the day of the parade, hit me up, and we'll make it crack. Bonta, do we have anything else to discuss? I feel like...
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of tired of y'all right now.
We have Periscope, folks. You will find this out later on. But we will be interviewing Rosalyn Gold-Onwude, Comcast Sports Bay Area, sideline reporter for the world champion Golden State Warriors. We will be interviewing her shortly. And she has some interesting things to say. Most notably, she now knows what it's like to get showered by champagne by a bunch of guys in the locker room. That was an interesting experience for her. She said that the sting in her eyes was something she'd never experienced before, and it was really intriguing to hear her say that. Yeah. So, what's up?
No, I was just gonna say maybe our 50th episode. We'll bring some champagne.
We'll pop some champagne.
We'll pop some champagne, wear some tuxedos, and see what it feels like to have.
You mean just like T-Mac every day?
Pretty much. I mean, wear a pocket square.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Pocket square.
Pocket square on
a
Wednesday,
unless you have a pocket square.
Wow.
Okay. Learn. Okay, we'll do. Look, this is what we'll do. Next time we have Terrence, we'll give the style tips of Terrence McClaney, T-Mac.
Please help me.
For free.
Senator of the day. Yeah,
we all need them here.
That happened. No, seriously. Rosalyn, she was a great interview. Spent a ton of time with the Warriors this season. Got some interesting feedback about hanging out at Morton Steakhouse for the turn-up, or as she likes to call it, the wedding reception, which was really great. And to hear her thoughts on, hanging out with Iggy and hanging out with Barbosa and sharing in that experience, coming back on the plane. I'm in love with the Coco. Yeah, like hearing the turn up on the plane, like it was good. So we really appreciate her for stopping by. Fellas, Terrence McClaney, any final thoughts?
No, I'm actually I'm okay. I appreciate the invitation. I had a great time, with the exception of the camera guy.
The camera guy.
Yeah,
he's now been retitled as the camera.
Intern.
Not even the intern anymore. Camera guy. Periscope. Okay.
Camera all in his face too.
Yeah.
Logan is like getting free.
We're not even on the
us.
camera anymore.
Like,
it's really on
Logan. I'm looking on my phone. It's just all Logan.
I'm not
selfies
necessarily camera shy, but Logan's tight pants are really bothering me because they're just
yeah, they are, man. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't.
Put the marbles away, bro.
You can't look at them waist down, man. You just can't.
Right. You can't.
It's tough. You got a straight eye contact.
Kids swimming around.
Dude,
it's the worst. Logan Murdoch, what you got, man?
Kids?
Close the show for us.
Man, I just wanna say thanks, man. It's probably my last show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm glad you know that.
You know what I mean?
I'm
just taking it all in, man. I'm probably never gonna see you guys again, so I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Thanks for the
Can I fire
three episodes.
No, we have HR.
Okay.
We got HR.
3 episodes and I'm out, man. I'll see you guys when I see you, man.
Eddie, I'm already getting applications.
You already getting apps? Okay.
Got 3, which is surprising. I can't believe 3 people want to spend time with us, but hey,
look,
we got
man,
3.
We're known to throw each other alley-oops, man. You can somehow you can be the next contestant in alley-oop row. If you are affiliated with this show, like, man, you never know what you might catch, man.
I know nothing about that.
You know nothing about this.
I don't catch alley-oops.
Mr. Steal Your Girl, Mr. International.
Why are you doing this right now?
What happened, Terrence? What happened when we got? As soon as we got into Mad Oak, as soon as we, oh my God.
No, let's not do this.
Which one of y'all
Let's
are the
not
dirty
do
ones?
this. Let's not do this.
I'm the nerdy
I
one.
immediately bowed out of that one because I'm not the nerdy
Bonta.
one.
I'm a dork,
I'm the
man.
nerdy one.
I didn't say y'all
I
both
knew
pointing
it.
at me.
I knew it.
Bonta volunteered.
man.
Yep, I'm the
I
smartest
am the
one
nerdy
of the
one.
group.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to my apartment, and there's gonna be sugar in my Toyota Camry tank.
That's all right.
There's gonna be some flat tires.
Man,
There
look, Mr. Steal Your Girl, man. This is the casualty.
That's the life you choose.
That's the life you chose, bro. We going to
Life
we
chose
going,
me, man.
Hey, we going to Parliament. You're the Bonta Hill?
The
What?
TH.
I've heard so much about you. Bonta Hill got fans, bro.
I got a few.
You
Maybe
oh
about three.
oh,
Maybe
oh.
about three.
So the truth
Maybe about
comes out.
three. I'm
So
not
the truth
into
comes
sports
out.
fan, but I got
Nah,
about
don't
three
do that.
fans.
First there was
three or four.
denial.
I'm not gonna lie. I got about 3 or 4. It's not into sports fan type, but
No, don't do this.
you
Don't
know.
deflect. I'm not. Look, you hear Jordan Ramirez. You hear the way he talk about me, man. He got cats coming from my head. I'm hated out here. I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to be honest. I try to tell the truth. And sometimes the truth will
that right?
get you murked out here. You saw what happened to
It
Jon
will.
Snow in Game of Thrones.
yeah, that was rough.
Jon
Hopefully
Snow.
y'all watch Game of Thrones by now, so we can talk about
Spoil,
that.
Yeah.
spoiler.
Spoiler alert, Jon Snow got murked into oblivion, Julius Caesar style. Logan Murdoch, what's up?
Before we go to Rob, I just want you to know that Darius Soriano, our homie, Darius
Yeah.
Dellavedova,
Yeah.
he says he wants to leave you broke. He just tweeted this out. He wants to leave you broke.
People really do hate you, man.
They hate me, man. They hate
I
me.
thought you guys were friends. You and
I love
are
Darius.
friends. Okay.
I love Darius, but that doesn't mean you can't hate me. Like I love Bonta, and I hate him. He's the worst. Yeah, I really hate all
He
you
does
guys.
hate me.
You know, Terrence is terrible too. Yeah.
Terrence wears pocket
Terrence,
squares.
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
know how
something right now. I'll
a
tell you
terrible
how-
person can wear pocket squares.
Hey, look, man. Terrence will make that decision quickly. He's like, oh, I like him.
I mean-
oh no, I don't like him. Let's turn him into a client.
It's like Roland Martin at the NABJ in
Oh,
Boston.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
With
see.
the Ashcott?
Right.
I didn't even know what an
Alright, there
Ashcott
we go.
was.
About to get us in
He
trouble.
came through with the
About to get
Ashcott.
us in trouble.
He had like
Roland
a
Martin's a
full
frat
jar
brother.
of Hawaiian Silky in his
Martin
head.
is a frat
Like he
brother.
had.
He is a frat
Sorry,
brother.
I mean,
Oh, man.
I'm not in that frat, so I'm not in that
All
frat.
right, look, this
I'm
is-
not.
this is-
All right.
This is what I'm gonna say. We was at NABJ in Boston, and we was sitting in the hotel lobby. It was about 2 a.m. It was at about the time at night, you know, especially when you have a party and you have the let out.
It really pissed me off,
and
too.
everything. And you know, everybody was. I'll put it this way: people were shooting their shot.
Yes.
They was swinging for the fences
Yes.
at 2 a.m.
They were shooting 30
It
for
was
threes,
chill.
Terrence.
And then
That's what happens. At
that's what happens at 2 a.m. That is the activity and the leisure plan at 2 a.m. And then we are sitting there shooting our collective shots, and lo and behold, a man in a 19-piece suit, linen outfit, with his curl slightly moist, came strong. through
Slightly
with his
moist.
jacket over his shoulder. Mr. Roland Martin was like,
slander.
"You see what he say? You see it?
You see it? Yeah, what the way he just walked through with his Ashcott
I was like-
and his grease, like we could have all used some grease off his
Like
dome.
grease
We could have
you-
just put 2 fingers through his head and threw it over our waist and been shining. Like he walked through like he was that
Roland, you're
good.
a reputable member of society. We appreciate the
Yeah, Roland. Yeah, shout out to TV1. Yeah, shout
Sorry
out to
about
all
your
that.
Rockets, Roland.
Yeah, Darius.
Sorry about your
Darius, your tweets are now being displayed for all to see. Yes, Terrence ready for drinks right now with that blazer.
Right now.
He got on a full
Right now.
suit. You know, he got on penny loafers. You know, pocket square.
He's doing
Business
a damn
cards in the inside. You know, out here smelling like new money. You know what
Talking
I'm
about
saying?
stealing girls.
Yeah.
Terrence will steal every girl right
Bro,
now.
I don't know if he's Mr. Steal Your Girl, but he is what that auntie talking about.
We gotta go, man. We got Roz on hold right now. We got Roz on hold right now, man. Come on, dude. Let's get to Roz. Let's hear about this
All
Cleveland
right,
trip.
fine.
Let's go.
But, all right.
We're not leaving on that note.
Okay.
We're not
Wow.
leaving on that
Wow.
You my
We're
brother.
gonna leave on the.
Yeah, let's leave.
You wanna leave?
You're here every week, and I don't want to turn the people against
We'll have you come
even
back.
more.
We you know, like I said,
I appreciate it. I absolutely will.
I would tell you guys to follow Terrence on Twitter, but it doesn't exist. So I think
Yeah.
what we're going to do,
Not on Twitter.
we will create a fake Terrence McClaney account. We'll put Drake's face on it.
No, you can follow me on Instagram, Berkeley
Oh.
Ape.
Oh,
Berkeley Ape. Oh.
Berkeley Ape.
Why
Oh,
don't you just go ahead, man? Go ahead and get the Twitter handle, bro. Just don't even tweet. Just put the Twitter handle.
Okay.
You can put T-Mac.
Let's
Don't
get
even
that.
have to put your full name. Logan Murdoch, what's up?
Well, if you're over 45 and you're of the opposite sex, you can send him a friend request on Facebook.
wow.
That might work too.
Wow.
On that, we should go to Ross.
Do you want to end the show now?
Shots have been fired.
Are you mad because your mom is attracted to me?
Oh.
And we happen to be the same age.
Oh.
Let's go to Roz.
Roz is never coming back on the show after hearing this. She's never coming back. So enjoy, Roz.
I got it.
Like,
okay,
yeah.
All right. Shout out again to all of the sponsors that will never sponsor us ever again. Shout out to Lou Sandwiches. Shout out to Sports Basement.
Thanks for the roast
Shout
beef
out to
sandwiches.
Bottle Bottle TV. Shout out to the Sports Fan Journal. For Logan Murdoch, at Logan_Murdoch. For Terrence McClaney, where as of today at Bonta Hill, at Bonta Hill. This is Eddie Maisonet, a.k.a. Ed the Sports Fan. Thank you for listening to the Versus Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. Also at audioboom.com as well. We need those subscriptions. We need those 5 stars and those reviews. And we will see you next week. Now enjoy this interview with Rosalyn Gold-Onwude, CSN Bay Area Warriors sideline reporter extraordinaire. Logan Murdoch.
Rookie of the
You have
year,
anything
Roz.
else to say?
Logan just wants to talk.
You just waving at me. I'm trying to close the show.
I was just trying to tell you to say goodbye to the Periscope viewers
Goodbye
on
to
the way out.
Periscope.
Good job,
We
Logan.
love
That's
you.
about the only
Thanks for
thing
the
you did
hearts
today.
and everything.
You still
Enjoy the
getting fired.
podcast. And Bonta, send him out with that cocoa, bruh. Let's
Gotcha.
go. All right. 100.